but I've gone through a lot of different things, trauma, addiction myself. So that's how I got into it. And that's probably once I saw people that were broken, I'm like, people are really broken out here. Like, I'm seeing it every day. And sometimes it's draining on me. And that's where the music helps. It keeps me going as well. Sometimes I listen to the music to minister to myself, because I can't minister to the home. How am I going to minister outside?
Hello, welcome to Holy Culture's Artist Spotlight. I'm Jay Harrington. With me today is London Green. London, how are you? Good. Yeah. So I have been low-key looking for London forever. And so I remember you doing some kind of like fun challenge on social, like you were stomping on something. And I was like, oh, she's so fun. And I lost you like in the scrolling, you know? Yeah. So ever since I've been trying to find you and I kept forgetting your name. I was like, okay, she's not Tarsea. That's not her. And then like Salachi Voss, she's already been on here. I was like, that's not her. And so I finally came across your name. I was like, that's it. That's the one I've been waiting for.
Well, I'm glad you found me, and everything is on God's timing, as you already know. So
Yeah, I do. And so for those of people watching who are not familiar with who is London Green?
well, I am London Green on stage, but off stage, I'm Maya. I'm a mom. I work. I'm a autism advocate. I'm in recovery. I work with behavioral health and mental health. And I enjoy doing that. Also, aside of being London Green, which I say I'm just representing the kingdom in this earthly realm. I feel like it all ties in together because I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to tell my testimony, and I'm just doing it all, and I enjoy doing it. And one thing I do know is before I was down in a rut and just like pleaded with God, like, please help me save. I never asked for any of this. So that's how I know that I'm called to do this. I never did. Because if you would have told me back then, I would have been like, what? Huh? What?
Okay, so we'll get to that. So where did Jesus find you?
Well, Jesus was always with me. I always had a church background through my grandparents, through my mom. My church home was Bridgeway Community Church. I remember as a child going on church camps, just fellowshipping, and I was always introduced to that. Now, where it went left is when I got older and started, just intertwining with the world, and you get a little lost, and he has to reel you back in and take the wheel, and that's what happened. So, I always knew who Jesus was. So when people ask that, it's just like, I knew who he was. I was lost, and now I'm found, and I'm back home.
And so tell us where music comes into your story.
Well, music comes into my story. I always liked to write. I was always a writer. I always had little journals. My mom even says, I remember finding your little rap books. They weren't appropriate, but I always liked to write. And that was probably the start of it. When I first started like getting myself together, trying to come back into Christ and getting my head straight, I was just doing devotionals, reading the Bible, and I was just like, hey, let me try this out. At first, I didn't even know that Christian hip hop was a thing. I'm thinking I'm making something up. Like, oh my gosh, I'm doing something so tight. And then once I actually got into it and then started seeing other people, I'm like, this is a genre, this is a thing. And I'm like, wow. And so then it just took off from there. And I just been sticking in my journey, also helping other people. Like I said, I've been in recovery, like even my clients. I was trying to keep it a secret, and now they know. They're calling me London Green at work, and I'm like, shit, like, chill. But it's all for the glory of God. So it's just amazing, and I'm just excited to see what's just going to keep happening. And I'm just want to keep bringing more people and helping more people.
So that moment when you were like, okay, I'm going to do this new type thing that nobody's ever thought of. What was that moment like for you when you were like, hey, I'm going to do this rap thing, but I'm going to do it for the Lord? Like, where did God and CHH meet?
Well, first I was doing like Bible studies. I was trying to do Bible studies with my friends. I'm just like, people need to read the word. People need to get this. Like, I was just like, I feel it. I want to spread it with other people. If people weren't feeling it, then I would hear things like, you should go to seminar school. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know. And then um I was on different apps. Like they have these different apps where you can record yourself and rap. And sometimes when I was down, bored, I would just start and my mind was renewing. So as it was renewing, I'm saying things that are holy and godly and just everything that's pouring into me. Now I'm trying to pour it out to other people to try to save other people. So I feel like that's how it started transgressing, like transferring into the music.
Yeah, like Christian hip hop, and maybe it's that way with other music genres too. Like I don't listen to gospel or like alternative Christian music, but something about CHH, like for me, it was like a switch of the brain also, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is fire. I was like, and it makes you like feel good, and it makes you like not think about whatever is going on with you. It makes you think about God all the time. So I don't
Yes.
know, like CHH was like came into my life at just the right moment. So where did you get the name London Green? Like I see you have green, and then your green is all over your social. So why London Green?
Well, London Green, honestly, it starts out like with no meaning at all. Like it was a backup email that I had for trash and junk, and I just made the name up. And then once I saw it, like once I my perception on things just started changing. Like I'm like some things have to have meaning. Like I'm not just doing stuff to be doing it anymore. So when I didn't have a name, I was just rapping and making songs in my bedroom. And so when I saw it, I'm like, I just was like, what can I do with this? This has always been around. And I'm like, London green is represents the kingdom, and if I could guess what God's favorite color is, I would guess green or blue, but I believe it would be green. And like I said before, I'm just trying to represent the kingdom in this earthly realm. So that's where London green comes from.
Interesting. And so you said that you were a mental health professional,
Yes.
and you're doing both at the same time.
Yes. Well, everything it did happen at the same time. Like the first song that I recorded was also like my first day of work. Like yeah. So it literally did happen at the same time. So God was just moving in me. I didn't even really know what I was doing it, but it was something that I felt that I needed to do. I felt the spirit within me and it just felt appropriate. I was getting good feedback and I've just kept doing it. It's not really about I'm not getting paid or anything. I really want people to come closer to Christ and, get their mind, renew their mind, regroup, rebirth, all of those things.
And where does your mental health experience come from? Like, how did you get started there?
Well, I've had mental health challenges myself. I mean, that's how you can help someone. That's once you get out of it, you got to also help the next person. So that's where my experience came from, just to breadcrumb it a little bit. But I've gone through a lot of different things, trauma, addiction myself. So that's how I got into it. And that's probably once I saw people that were broken, I'm like, people are really broken out here. Like I'm seeing it every day. And sometimes it's draining on me. And that's where the music helps. It keeps me going as well. Sometimes I listen to the music to minister to myself because if I can't minister to the home, how am I going to minister outside?
Oh, that's good. That's good. So the music is your therapy
Yes, it's
after
my
you give
therapy,
therapy
and
to others.
that's why I want to share it with others.
That's beautiful. And so your first day of work was also your first release. What was that moment? Sorry. What was that moment like for you when you were like, okay, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna put it out into the world for other people to see? You said you had been doing it before, but that day seemed like okay, the start of something. Can you tell us what that was about, or what that was like?
If at what it was like, I was excited. You don't know what you're doing when you first release a song. You're thinking like millions of views are coming in, all these people are gonna see, they're gonna know who you are as soon as you push it. No, it didn't happen like that. I still was excited. I felt a release. I also felt like I was able I was finally able to use my voice. My first goal in making music was just to be heard. And I'm like, once I got it out there, I'm like, yes, I'm using my voice. I feel heard. I got it out there. I have a platform. And that was enough for me. Like, that was victorious for me. So that's how it felt like. And a lot of people didn't even know about it. So that was hard coming to that. I'm like, so I'm just making music for the walls to hear. So that was hard, but you just got to keep doing it. You got to keep pushing. You're your biggest fan, you're your biggest promoter. And that's how I'm still doing what I'm doing today. That's how I keep grinding and
Yeah.
pushing.
And one thing I noticed about you, and that was one of the things that caught my attention the most, was you seem to be having a blast.
Yes.
Like on your socials, you always have this big old smile on your face, and whatever it is that you're doing, you're having fun, or that's what it seems like. That's how it comes across. And so, where does that joy come from? Because I feel like you have a lot going on. So you have your work, you have your music. You talked about your son a little bit already. How do you keep that joy?
Believe it or not, I'm not gonna be phony. I do have a lot of joy. I laugh a lot. I laugh all the time, probably when I shouldn't laugh. The joy is in me. But there are times where you could tell, like, it's like, oh, what's going on with her? So I just want to make that clear. But I can only say that it's God that keeps it. There's those times and those moments where I'm like, you gotta just keep spreading love and you have to keep the joy, because what is being mad? When I get mad, it's just too draining. It's just too, I don't know. It's just too much. And I don't like feeling it, being in that space. So that's
Yeah.
why I like joy. I don't like feeling sad. I don't like being upset, because when I am, I am. So
And I feel like
yes,
your
you want
mid
to keep
I feel
see
like
me smiling.
yeah, and I
Keep
feel
me
like your
smiling.
music is very reflective of that. Like you want to stay in that joy zone. Because
Yes.
of course, I was listening to your music as we were getting ready for this, and I was, this is really fun. Like this is really
Yes.
fun, really upbeat. I mean, of course, it has a great message, but it was just a really fun track that I was listening to at that moment.
Yeah, well,
Um,
that's the point, to uplift people. I want other people to feel the same joy I feel. So
that's beautiful. And so, how do you balance everything? You talked about being a mom, and I have two myself, so I can relate. How do you balance your professional life and your mom life, and then your artistic life? That's a lot.
it is hectic. I can just say God is on my side. Some days I don't even know. All I can say is keep a calendar on you. Don't do anything without that. You got to keep a good calendar. And make your yeses mean, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Sometimes you got to say no. Like, you can't spread yourself everywhere. You already are doing this, that. So that's how I keep it. There's some days where you just need to chill and rest. Like, you have to reset too. So that's how I do it. I also feel like if things are out of your control, they're out of your control. That's how I keep it moving too. But scheduling, planning, routines, and letting God do the rest.
And let go, and let God.
Yes.
Uh, can you talk to us a little bit about your advocacy? You were saying that you are a mental health advocate, and you're also a special needs advocate, or autism advocate specifically. Is
Yes.
that part of your ministry, or is that a side? I feel like everything kind of goes together, right?
It does go together. I haven't really even touched on that piece because I just do it. Musically, I do try to drop breadcrumbs into it, but I I I don't know. I just feel like there's gonna be certain opportunities where God will probably have that open for me to try to, like, I guess, really cultivate, and so people can be more aware of all the things I am. But I'm not trying to drown everybody out either, because there's so many different lanes where you can touch on and focus on in different niches. So I just try to make people aware of all of them and talk about all of them and spread awareness on all of them.
Yeah, and it's very important. And I think there's a lot of people out there who can relate to that. So 2021, that's when you started your music with when did it Ms. Byron.
That's
Ms. Byron
actually
was
my mom.
that's actually so so
Yes.
so was that your first single in 2021?
Yes, that was my mom and my daughter. It was two songs that were done, but the first one I kind of just put out there cuz it's hard putting out your first song. Like that's a lot just to put it out there. Like that was a lot for me, and I didn't even promote it or anything. I like snuck it out there. I was like shyly trying to enter in,
Low
and
key.
that's what that was about. But after I started, doing some research and tried to gain more confidence, I'm like, okay, let me really try to release something and do it, do it right.
What has been your biggest challenge as an indie artist?
My biggest challenge, I don't really know if it's a challenge. People say support, but it's like I go back and forth with this because it's like you say that, but you also have to just let God do what he's supposed to do, because I say that and then I turn around and then something happens. So, um I'm not going to say that. My biggest thing is leading with love, I guess, within the community with all of us. I feel like that's probably an issue. We all have points, we all have opinions, and we all need to get them out. But we just need to get them out, clearly and less loudly, if that makes sense.
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yes.
Except no sticks. Use your mic, guys. All right. So, was it? Oh, right. What has been your greatest lesson, do you think, that you wish you would have, somebody would have told you, or you wish to maybe like pay it forward? Like, oh, I wish I would have known this when I got started.
um Having more patience. I mean, you think you would have that, but I don't think people know that you really have to have patience and consistency, and things don't really happen overnight. And you have to have a clear mind and vision on what you're doing. Um, so you're not just doing anything. When I put things out, like timing, scheduling, sorry, social media management and stuff like that, I didn't know anything about that. Um, Hashtags, like, and I was really stubborn about like even putting clips out, because I'm like, why do you have to do that? why do you have to keep why do you have to keep doing that? But it makes sense now. Now I don't do that anymore. So that's one thing. I probably it was a hard block for me, but I'm glad that I overcame it.
Yeah, consistency is hard. Even for myself, I cannot stand doing stuff for my Instagram. I hate it, but it's something that it's a necessary evil. I would much rather be on
Yeah. I'm
Threads.
like, I said it's out now. Why do I have to keep saying it's out now?
Yeah, because new people see it all the time, right? So
Yes,
you
yes,
have to keep turning it. So it's about reach. It's about reach.
yes.
Somebody said that yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, it is about reach. We're trying to reach people. So
It's
we just
your
got to keep
first
going.
free tool, so
Oh, there you
you
go.
have
It
it
is free
every
tool.
day. Yeah,
Yeah. You just gotta do it, guys. All
yeah.
right. So your latest project was Huh What? That was
Yes.
fun. Talk to us about Huh What?
How what? Well, actually, the video just dropped today,
Oh,
so yes, go check that out. Got a little treat for you when you get off. You can go look at that.
nice.
Um, the purpose behind that, because I know that could probably be a little confusing, because it's like, huh, what is she talking about? But that's the whole point. What are we talking about as far as, the secular music, the genre, within the hip hop community? Sometimes online I see the bickering and backering back and forth, like, why are we doing that? Also, it came from for myself. When I wake up in the morning, sometimes I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling doubt and confusion. You hear those voices in your head. You got to jump on them and be like, huh? What are you talking about? You got to shake it off. You got to shake it off of you. So that was the purpose of that song. And I just, like you said, I had fun with it. It has my personality. So I just hope people enjoy it and it uplifts them just like the rest.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so Hawa your video just came out. Tell us what you're working on next, if you can.
I do have stuff that I'm working on next, but no, like I said, now the patience part is like I want to drop songs, but you have to wait because you have to roll out and do this and do that. I could do it. I also don't feel like it's a rush. Like I do like taking my time now. I do because I feel like I get to think clearly, really put it out, and just take my time and make sure that everything, it's not really a rush. Everything's in God's time, and God is always on time, and if you want to put it out today or tomorrow, just do what you feel. Yeah.
There you go. Well, London, thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and
Yes.
I can't wait to see what you come up with next.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.